How do you do this? How do you come out and actually say this? This is crazy. Elon Musk just tweeted, Trump is in the Epstein files. Guys, that's crazy. Think about the ramifications of this. One, there could be an international investigation launched. This could be terrible for America. Or, if Trump knows he's not in the Epstein files, he could sue Elon Musk for like $1 billion at least. Like, this is completely crazy. These guys were like buddies, and now everything is just completely falling apart. And I, for one, am becoming very, very disillusioned with all of these so-called saviors that are supposed to be here to help them make the world a better place. You know, I was conservative my whole life, and then around 2020, I started feeling like, yeah, these people don't actually know what they're doing, but I have no place in the woke left either, and so I'm not interested in voting for Democrats or liberals or whatever, but I don't feel like the conservatives have my best interests at heart either. And, you know, the idea of the oligarchy is like, why did Elon Musk even do this to begin with? And before we get into that, guys, if you're new here, this channel exists to empower young men and help us find our way and live good lives in a chaotic world, even when it seems like everything is falling apart to crap. So we're going to go over why I believe that we're going to think about why Elon might be doing this. We're going to listen to a little bit from the Young Turks, and then I'm going to bring you guys a verse and show you what I think we as young men should be doing going forward, especially when this is all like very, very demoralizing and you don't feel like there's anything you can do to make this world a better place, because these tyrants are all just out here doing their own thing. But here's a couple of reasons I want to share with you guys as to why Elon Musk might be doing this.
Musk has attacked Trump's bill after becoming irritated over 4 inflection points. Okay, so
here we go.
What are those inflection points? Well, they reportedly included Musk's inability to continue serving in his position as a special government employee beyond the imposed time limit.
Oh, so he did catch feelings about not being able to lead Doge. Okay, wow.
So there's more. So he wanted to stay there, but
that one to me is not like the biggest one. It's the next ones that like really, really bother me and really, really like just shakes my faith in all of these guys who are saying that they're working in my best interest. And then as soon as you start following the money, everything.
I guess Trump didn't make that happen. The Trump administration's refusal to run air traffic control systems from Musk's satellite internet company Starlink.
Oh,
another inflection
you didn't get
point.
the bribe you wanted. But I'll tell you what, this is silver lining is a little bit of credit to Trump not giving the donor what he wanted.
There's 2 sides to every story, and true, right? If this is accurate, true. Let me give you more. So Trump's decision to withdraw his nomination of Musk's ally Jared Isaacman to serve as NASA administrator, and tax credits for electric vehicles being cut from the bill, a blow to Musk's company Tesla, which has already suffered as a result of the billionaire's participation in the Trump administration.
And why does he care so much about the NASA administrator? Because he has SpaceX and Starlink. So if he puts his boy into NASA, he'll be getting a lot more contracts from the government, like worth billions upon billions, maybe hundreds of billions of dollars. And so then that'll be a good return on his investment of about 300 million that he put into Trump. So here, now we covered the story earlier and we told you, be careful. Remember, even though Elon is correct in saying this does add 4 trillion to the debt, he could have ulterior motives, and we mentioned the tax credits, and now we have the 3 other reasons.
Right, and I am now.
And so like, I'm looking at all of this and I'm starting to realize, okay, wait a minute. If I take my personal biases out of it and I think to myself, okay, we've got all of these rich billionaires over here donating to the liberal Democratic parties. And then you have these rich billionaires donating to Trump. And then as soon as you look deeper into where the money is going and how policies can benefit the billionaires that are donating to the politicians in power, suddenly for me, like, I'm not saying I know everything and I know exactly how all of this stuff works, and I'm not trying to like just throw conspiracy theories out of the air, but it's stuff like this that really gets me demoralized and makes me not believe in the political system that we currently have. It starts to feel, I'm not saying I know this, I'm saying it starts to feel like this is all a big game, for the rich to shuffle things around, and we're just the ones that have to go to work every day to make it happen. And so what do we do with this? Like, do we get upset and get depressed? And I would say, for me as a Christian, in Ephesians 2, it's 6:12, it says, "For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places." And so for me, this is not a surprise. This is not surprising. I'm not shocked at all. Like, the idea that the world is just run by a bunch of oligarchs and secret societies and politicians that masquerade as being champions of the people but are really just taking money from rich multi-billionaires and giving them different contracts so that those companies can get richer and richer. Again, not saying I know that, but that's kind of what it feels like now. And I, for one, am not personally in a position to cheer for any of these guys. I don't want to cheer for Biden. I don't want to cheer for Elon. I don't want to cheer for Trump. I want to cheer for us, the people. I want us to have good policies that make our lives better. And so if any of these guys actually do that, of course, I'll celebrate it. But like, just being like a straight up champion for like any politician at all, and just like, yeah, this is my guy, he's great. It's like, guys, I stopped feeling that way. I don't know if I've ever felt that way about any politician in my life, except for Pierre Poilievre. But that's over now. So, it's, what do we do? What do we do with this? Do we give up and, just play video games and give our money to OnlyFans girls? No, because it's not, what's out there is not our job. There's only one job that a man has: to do the absolute best that he can with what he was given. And my definition of manhood that I'll be using on this channel as we go forward is actually incredibly simple and can be applied by anybody, regardless of their circumstances. A man tends his own garden. Whatever you have, work hard to make it good. That's it. That you're a man. I don't care if you're living in India and you're broke and you might never be a millionaire in your life because you can't immigrate. I don't care if you're like me, living in your parents' basements, trying to start a YouTube channel and build a business from it. Whatever you have, work your heart out to make it as good as possible. Because there's no greater journey in this life than the journey of self-mastery. And so, whether or not you're discouraged or you look at the whole political system and just go, you know what, like, I'm checked out. Like, what am I even supposed to do? The best you can with what you have. Because that, like, what else are we going to do? Give up? Stay in our mom's basement? And, whether we like it or not, now is still the best time to be alive. Like, if you're in a Western country and have access to the internet, like, you can start your own business. You can build your own personal brand. You can go to the gym, get in shape. There's still lots of great women out there to date. There's still some government subsidy programs that might actually work. Like, it's not impossible. It's hard. Oh, heck yeah, it is. But I would argue, and that I will continue to argue on this channel, that doing the hard thing will eventually make our lives easier. Whereas if you just do what's easy, which is play video games, give your money to OnlyFans girls, drink alcohol, and eat garbage, and get fat, well, your life will get harder or stay hard forever. But if we choose to do the hard thing and put our back into it and soldier on anyway, just doing the best with whatever we have, with whatever knowledge we have. You don't have to be perfect. We just have to try to not royally screw ourselves over. And I think that that journey in and of itself makes life worth living. The journey of self-mastery and the pursuit of excellence, I think, can give us way more satisfaction than we'll ever find in giving up or being complacent. And if you found this message empowering, helpful, useful, hit the subscribe button and let me know what other topics you want me to cover in the future, and we'll go from there. Peace.